Today we have our 2020 Crimson Marbly Ruby. So today we have some new things added. Marble advantages and disadvantages and marble facts. So let's begin today's rounds. First up are our space adventurers. Uranus at disadvantage and Jupiter at advantage. Go. All of them get down there. As you can see, we have a new track. I call it the Inferno Tower. It looks like Galaxy is out of the way. And we're moving on, and those guys will be moving on. Next up, we have Time Stone versus Likuro versus Gakuro, disadvantage, and versus Kokoro, disadvantage. In fact, there's disadvantage rows with it. Go. And so Likuro gets stuck a little bit there. Somehow the disadvantages were lucky. See? Time Stone, Gakuro, and Kokoro. Eliminating Likuro. Next up, we have our Mind Stone versus Takuro versus Likuro versus Dakuro, disadvantage. Takuro at advantage. Mind first. Takuro second, Gakuro third. Likuro eliminated. Two members of Likuro remain in this league, pretty much. This league is starting to go fast. And there's a new intense moment of 6. The top 6 marbles will go against each other in the double elimination. Metal versus space versus Kokoro, disadvantage, versus reality, advantage. Space Stone is at disadvantage as well, including Kokoro. Go! Heading down. Round they go. Uh-oh, it looks like reality is stuck. And he is given a secondary chance by eliminating Kokoro. Oh, wait. There it is. So, on to our next round. We have Soul Stone versus Kokoro versus Solar Flare, advantage versus Likuro. Alright, go! Of course, Soul makes it down first. Then Solar Flare, then Likuro. Kokoro is eliminated. Moving on to our next qualifying rounds with the double elimination. 3 of the Space Adventurers versus Onukuro. Uranus at disadvantage, Jupiter at advantage. Onukuro first. Milky Way second. Jupiter third. The one stuck up there, Uranus, is eliminated. We're given a second chance by eliminating Onkoro. So, we're on to our... Oh wait, I have to eliminate another one. But Uranus is eliminated automatically. So, next up, we have Time Stone versus Kokoro, disadvantage, versus Gakuro, disadvantage. Pretty much some of them are at disadvantage. Minor facts about Time Stone. Time Stone used to be a competing marble battle competitor. Kokoro and Time Stone. Gakuro is eliminated. The marble battles used to be a clashing marble game where they crash into each other and try to see who gets knocked out of the marble pit. Mine versus Gakuro versus Takuro. Advantage and disadvantage. Alright. Going in. Mine makes it in second. It's going for the center. Kokoro first. And Gakuro is eliminated by giving Takuro a third chance. And in fact, they don't get any more second chances in the final part of the league. AKA the final matchup. So next up, Metal, mid-advantage versus Space Stone, disadvantage versus Reality, advantage. Space Stone jumps, makes it in first, he gets lucky. Passing in on the inside, Reality takes it. Metal is eliminated. Moving on to our last qualifying round. For the top 10 marbles. Solar Flare versus Solar Flare is at advantage, and then Likuro. Solar Flare gets stuck, so he's given advantage, but he loses. But Likuro is eliminated automatically. So, our next qualifying rounds, we're leaving this here for a little bit later. Alright, single elimination. Space Adventurers versus Kokoro, disadvantage, versus Jupiter at advantage, Likuro, Time Stone, and finally Milky Way. Yes. Time Stone has expert battling skills for the center. No. Milky Way, yeah, Kokoro, and Time Stone make it in. So far, we have one red eliminated. Coming up next will be our top 6 qualifying for the big spot, which will be a double elimination. Alright, first up we have our Mind Stone versus Reality, advantage versus Takuro, advantage versus Space Stone, disadvantage. Go! This one needed a big big boost for that last part. Reality first. Talk for a second. And Space Stone third. Mind Stone's first time getting eliminated. We're down to our top 6 qualifying. Our 2 over there are waiting for our other qualifying rounds. So, we have a disadvantage side and an advantage side, even though one of them don't have any. So, it looks like they get stuck. Space Stone goes for the advantage. 2 falling behind. Space and Reality make it. Milky Way. That means one has to be stuck. And that's Kokoro. That means Time Stone, Reality, Space, and Milky Way make it on to the next round. And yet again, there's another wild round. This time there's a never mind, there's not a full advantage side. Neither for disadvantages. So, Space and... Oh, Soul is flung out. Space jumps. Reality second. Third first. It looks like we have our top 4 qualifiers that are moving on. Who dropped out? Aha. It looks like this is it for the Space Adventures. As we're getting down to our top 4 qualifying for our first part of the Ruby League. By the way, our treasures right here. So, finally, for our top 4, we have Reality, Advantage, versus Solar Flare, Advantage, versus Space Stone, Disadvantage, versus Likuro. Go! This is a single elimination again. Reality pushes himself in with Time Stone. Space Stone is eliminated. We will take our top 3. Alright. Who will take 3rd place? Alright, Reality, Advantage versus Solar Flare, Advantage versus Likuro, Time Stone. Likuro used to be his his name until he joined Marble Race. We're giving Time Stone a second chance for the finalists. This is it. 3, 2, 1. Could this be it for Reality, or will Time Stone take the win? Reality slams it down, eliminating Time Stone and the Ruby League Part 1. That's it to conclude this episode of Marble Race of the Crimson League.